So welcome to Just Pause, an intentional and purposeful setting aside of these next few minutes for introspection, for ease, or for just non-doing. And if there's capacity in your heart space for an intention beyond that, my invitation is to open to grace. What does that even mean? So as you land into a sustainable pose, upright is traditional, but any pose will work today. Just consider how you can soften on each inhale. And rather than engaging on the exhale like we do in our pranayama practice, just start to bear witness to the natural ebb and flow that happens in the three diaphragms of the breathing diaphragm, right, at the ribs, the pelvic floor diaphragm, and the throat diaphragm. So again, blossoming open, opening to grace on the inhale, to receiving. And then on that exhale, let it just pulse back in. Carolyn Wire, opening to grace. In my practice, in my life, I have planted seeds of hope, been rooted in faith, witnessed the tender new growth of my awareness, and tended to my practice like a master gardener, honoring every tight little bud beginning to emerge. Only when I began to serve did my yoga blossom, petal by petal, unfolding, opening to grace. I no longer seek the perfect pose, an end result, the skilled gardener, a prized bloom. I honor the flaws, frayed edges, dark spots, shadow side, fragmented reflection of light. And another petal unfurls, opening to grace. I till the soil and gather the seeds of knowledge to offer my community, a wisdom beyond my own, with my authentic voice, to be of service, to learn and teach. We weed our gardens and mindfully plant our intentions, to witness our physical bodies and minds, yoking with the subtle, energetic body. We yearn for the light. Like wildflowers and stately trees, shrubs, moss, and climbing roses, opening to grace. It's hard to see my own opening, to grace or to the opposite. But I've seen it, and you have too. The delight on a child's face when they make a connection, when they understand. The breaking free of a chick from its egg or a butterfly from its cocoon. The peeling back and opening of a rose. But even before these visible signs of eureka and epiphany, the roots were reaching deep into the soil. The hard work of diligent practice, of focus and attention, were being dedicated to the practice, the planting of the seeds. This is the practice of yoga. To do the practice and trust the process to unfold, bringing us into even glimpses of ease as this opening to grace. This union of body, mind, and spirit. Trust the practice. Trust the process. Whether you're in a season of planting, of rooting, of rising, or expanding, trust the practice. Only when I began to serve did my yoga blossom, petal by petal, unfolding, opening to grace. Service can be offered in the simplest of sending metta, loving kindness intentions. But it is also the practice of self-care, of honoring, of showing compassion in the way in which we care and accept and challenge and continue to show up just as we are. I till the soil and gather the seeds of knowledge to offer my community a wisdom beyond my own with my authentic voice, to be of service, to learn and teach. We weed our gardens and mindfully plant our intentions to witness our physical bodies and minds, yoking with the subtle, energetic body. We yearn for the light. Like wildflowers and stately trees, shrubs, moss, and climbing roses, opening to grace. Let your hands come to rest at your heart. The thumb and the pinky stay connected. As well, the space at the bottom of the heel of your hand as you separate the other three fingers into the lotus mudra, the blossoming open. Feel yourself blossom in intention, even if it's not yet in action. Give your attention to this process, this practice, and the two shall become one. May you breathe deeply, move freely, labor lovingly, and live vibrantly. May you open to grace. Namaste.